ọba ni kò ṣe ẹrú ó wá sáyé kò ṣe wọn.
ó yá àkéde mo fẹ́ délé bàbá tó bí lọ́mọ.
ọmọ ọba ni kò
bàbá
ṣe ẹrú.
mi ò gbànígbà ní ojú ọ̀nà ó ṣe gbámú. òsán-gìrì lágìrì ọ̀làgìrì kàkà. àtọ́gbọ́ arẹ́rẹ́ o. bàbá mi ò wọ kẹfẹ́rẹ́ jíjọ. jagunmọ́ lóde ọ̀rọ̀ apálájíjọ́ tọ̀hún tọ̀hún.
Hello, everyone. Welcome again to another month for our normal grassroots edition. Obviously, we have this every month to continuously mentor and also bring awareness to everyone that wants to actually join the tech community. So it's lovely to have everyone back this month as well. So, Sir David, Olana, happy to see you guys once again. Another month, another glory to share share stories with.
Yeah, it's always great to be here. I always look forward to meeting all of our guests and hearing their stories. It's always very inspiring, and I am very sure that our guests are inspired too by their stories and get to answer all of the questions that we have.
So David.
Hello. So apologies. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, okay, awesome. So apologies for that. So for some reason, like my internet connection and my system has been playing up. So again, it's always good to be here. So we have amazing people here. Anna, we have Sakofi, the investor. So it's going to be a great day. So I'm looking forward to this session.
I think we got Shei as well, but at the moment he seems to be having some issues with his streaming. So hopefully he will join us very soon as well. So what do we have for today? I believe today the panelists is really going to be a lot of wonderful people that will come out to speak to us about their various stories. So
we have a full house today.
Yeah, we do. We definitely have a full house today. So I believe before we get started, we can bring out sorry, I think we do not have the sponsorship link anymore. I was just looking for the sponsorship link. Okay, we do have the sponsorship link. Okay, we do have. I said, David, do you have access to the presentation at all?
Not yet. But we do have the videos for our sponsors, so I can go ahead and play the video for our sponsors.
Yes, please.
Welcome to the Pride of Symbols, a people driven by the passion for excellence and the courage to take on big challenges and see them through. With integrity of mind and systems, our words, structures, and processes are always dependable. We are proud of who we are, what we do, and what we stand for. Firm is our commitment to the vision to build a globally recognized distribution company and to become the key driver of trade revolution across Africa. We have been empowered to make products and services accessible, affordable, and usable across Africa by building an efficient distribution network, and to remain the market benchmark for dynamism, efficiency, and competitiveness. We are rulers. We provide order. With confidence, enthusiasm, and wit we speak. The vulnerable and voiceless we empower. This is me. This is TD Africa. We rule. We conquer. We are Simba.
You have a learning goal, and we have just one job to help you achieve it and deliver at your convenience. Learning right starts with us at Ashem Academy. We are a learning institute in partnership with professional industry bodies like Microsoft, PECB, Pearson VUE, and PSI, delivering quality training, ensuring your certification path in respective industries. Ashem Academy has training specialists with extensive consulting experience as well as the expertise to address your specific needs and preferences. Our goal is to deliver training that maximizes return on people and infrastructure investments. We define success as having the right resources to skill you up to help you meet your desired goals. Our job at Ashem Academy is to empower ages, young, middle-aged, and those in the advancing years, making learning simple and affordable. We care about your skill development, and without breaking the bank, we present you with great opportunities to showcase your competency and expertise in your area of specialty, aiding career advancement or personal goals tracking. Let's help you bridge that learning gap. All you have to do is take the next step to enroll in our courses today with prices that are easy on your wallets. Request access to our training calendar by emailing training@ashem.com, and you can also get the most of your learning investments by checking out our promotional offers here. offers.ashem.com/ms learning. You can call 0704-636-7151 or call 0704-576-9927. You can visit our head office at number 9 Ibikule Street off Abad Macaulay Way, Yaba, Lagos State.
Hello everyone. Hello, is that better? Hello?
Hi, David. There seems to be a
I think I
lot
know
of
what's going on. So what happens with the echoes? If you're sharing your screen with the sound, that's where the echo happens.
Okay, let me unshare it. Let me just reshare it back.
So sharing it without the sound is good. It takes the echo.
Okay. I share it back.
Yeah, that's okay. Awesome. So welcome back, everyone. So
hello, can you hear me?
oh, sorry. So I thought we were going to say something then, Mr. Sheyi.
Hi, sir.
Welcome once again to this new edition. There's been a quite challenge with facility and internet generally. But before we go on, we'd like to special thanks to everyone that have always been joining us every month for this event, especially our followers on YouTube, LinkedIn, and also Facebook. And we want to add special thanks to Microsoft, guiding and helping us as one of our pioneer sponsors for this event. So thanking them also, we want to thank every member of this particular innovation movement, And we want to appreciate everyone that has been contributing every month to make sure that we have an exchange of idea and ability to be able to point people to the right direction when it comes to onboarding them to IT. Now, what's about this movement? The basic thing about this movement is to be able to address the issue of a mentor and a mentee. And also, we also look at ways by which you can advise people who want to go into IT, how they need to go to IT, if they are coming to Microsoft, how they can onboard on Microsoft products and programs to be able to have understanding of that solution. Also, if there's any other IT related information required, the essence of this particular panel is to visit it every month. And knowing that, we also want to tell our viewers that we have several user groups that comprises of this body. Generally, we have above 15 user groups in Lagos and across Nigeria and spanning to West Africa. And we also have a focus on Azure, M365, on Dynamics, Power BI, Power Platform, Data and AI, DevOps, and also security. And we are now adopting this multi-cloud, which is the new era that we cannot shy away from, that we need to have ability to run across every cloud offering out there, whether it's AWS or cloud, but our primary focus is actually Microsoft. And today, who are the people that make the team, our hosts? Now, starting from me, my name is Oluwaseyi Oluwawumiju. I'm one of Microsoft's most valuable professionals in Nigeria. I'm a consultant. I do more also on training. I run a consulting firm called Covenant Technology. The next host is Sir David. Can you introduce yourself, sir? Sorry.
Hello, everyone. So it's David. So glad to be here with amazing people that we're going to be having on this session. So yeah, so just happy to be here. So on cloud security, focus on cloud security, but always looking to be around community-minded people like Mr. Shiri, Alana, and our investor and our sponsors are Kofi. So always happy to be here.
So the next is Sir Kofi. Can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Kofi Ade, and I'm a security, currently a security technical account manager at software. I work with security product, both in the cloud and also on-prem as well. I'm also a Microsoft MVP as well, and also MCP. So I'm part of the host to help you to usher you to cloud or any IT that you really want to get yourself into. So I'm happy to be part of the team to continuously provide that support.
Okay. I think the next is the only lady here with us that's always doing it every other day. Hopefully we have more ladies and they throw the likes of me and Sir David out of here. Olana, can you just introduce yourself?
Yeah, great. Hi, everyone. My name is Olana Umena. So I am a professional. I currently work with an IT consulting, Rocky Business Solutions. I currently manage my team, right? A tech model and deploy enterprise data estate. I am an MCT. I don't want to be an MVP such as and the rest of the MVP. But currently, I'm just on the community.
I think there's an echo.
Hi, Shay. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Okay, go ahead, Olana. Yeah. Olana, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I was done introducing myself. I don't know. Should I take it again?
Okay, okay, fine. We
Yeah.
also have Sadeji. I don't know whether he's in studio now. Sadeji around. So,
House, isn't it? Your past house, yeah.
Big thing.
Yep.
So Asta is here.
Okay.
Go straight. Go straight.
Sadeji, can you introduce
Shipping Park
yourself,
here.
please?
Yep.
And then there is a modern community center here.
Right.
So if
Yeah, so thank you very much. My name is Ayodeji Folarin,
so
the Microsoft most valuable professional on data
Okay.
platform, the Microsoft Certified Trainer, and the NDC of January Computer Solutions. Like every other community member, we are here to empower and allow new people to grow, mentor people in the industry, and become leaders.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's here. So I think you just need to go with it.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah. I'm going to make her join that week, next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
I'll do that next Sunday if you want.
Okay, no, thank you very much. Yes, so basically just that I will go through the number of my tenant. So she will be in the house. So
Okay.
call her because she's not familiar with this area.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think we just keep this up. When we go on, we just one roll down. We just go really close. Really close. And so
My end?
cash your address and my number so that it's Sunday. Right?
Yeah, should be about 4-ish.
Okay, no problem. I like to
I'm going to get later, I'll tell you, I'll text you, and you know, we can text you.
No, it's not mine though.
is when you walk that way.
Okay, so I think it's better now. So Shay, over to you.
Okay. Well, we'll continue with the introduction now. We might.
Yeah, he wrote the two
Small garden.
very small. Yeah.
Are you going around the front?
No.
No, just like that, is it?
Yeah, so maybe just take away from the front.
I'm trying to check from my side. There is no audio playing from my side. There is nothing I'm playing here. Okay, it has gone down. Okay. So we move on to introducing our host. And our host has been introduced. Now we go into the guests. Who are the people that will be here with us today? Who are the people that will be sharing with us their thoughts? We have two categories of IT professional in their own ramification. We have one that we are going to look at from the medical field, how she has been able to onboard the technology with medicine. Then we are going to look at someone that I know very well, started way back from security on board to IT, to Azure, to the cloud, and it has this experience across several cloud offerings. So it's going to come in. Let's just introduce them one after the other. The first person that will be our guest is Dr. Oyebola Omoya. Doctor, can you introduce yourself and let people hear you?
Okay, good evening, everyone. Confirm you can hear me. Okay.
Yes, we can hear you. Yes.
Yeah, thank you for the invite.
Good evening.
So, yes, sir.
We can hear you loud and clear. Good evening, Doctor.
Yes, sir. My name is Dr. Oyebola Omoya. I'm a medical doctor by training. I'm a public health professional by specialty. And along the line, I found another love along the journey of acquiring knowledge and applying it. I'm also a Microsoft certified data analyst and a Microsoft certified trainer.
Yeah, thank you, Doctor. And Doctor, we know that you didn't leave your medicine, definitely. And But now the dynamics here is that you are able to do medical plus technology in a way by which we can say you are a technologist, you are an IT person, but you are still practicing medicine. We're going to get to you, but before then, we like to bring on board our second guest, which is also someone that has knowledge across multiple platforms. And we want to hear from his own experience what his own story is. Can we welcome Uche Mapa? Uche.
Yeah, hello everyone and greetings. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, so my name is Uche. Uh, I'm a technical consultant, starting with Microsoft, AWS, and then Google. And I've been involved in a lot of consulting here and there. And it's a privilege to be here. Thank you, Shay. Thank you, everyone. And experience-wise, I've had the privilege of being in different industries and seeing technology applied at different levels. I've also been privileged to meet several people all over the world and see them trying to bring technologies together and make things work. So I'm hoping to share from my experience and let everyone learn from it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Uche. And this we have other guests that's coming up, and we're going to introduce them later. But we want to ask. I think the first question goes to Doctor, and that's the catch here. Doctor, please, if you have any question you want to ask them, whether it's Doctor or Uche that have introduced themselves now, you can rightly send us through the YouTube channel chat. We'll get it, the backend guys will get it and get it on board for us to read out. And what are the questions that you might want to ask? Maybe you want to go into IT, maybe you're a medical doctor, you're a pharmacist, you're a lab attendant, lab scientist, and how do you use IT to make your work better, the capacity building from there? Or you want to change career, or you want a guidance, please send us those questions and we're right here to ask Dr. Oyebola and Uche, and they are ready to answer us. Now, the first question goes to Doctor. As a health practitioner, how did you get into the tech space? Just tell us your story.
Okay, thank you so much. As a public health specialist, of course, we need a lot of information to better attend to the public, and we can not just gather data and not have information from them. Then the data gathering is of no use. So I had a little bit of data analytics, a little. So in the profession along the line, I discovered that we need more of these insights from the data gathering we are doing. Non-communicable disease, infectious disease, and a lot of them will write those bio information in the clinics, in the public health sector. So what are we doing with that? Okay, so I've seen a lot of informations in textbooks, in databases. How did they arrive at those informations? I was just curious. So I came along some Mr. Digi. He's one of our plenary today, and I had a chat with him and told him what I wanted, and he guided me alongside. I did some trainings with him and rounded them up with certifications, and since then I've been applying it in my work as a public health specialist. A lot of information, I'm able to draw insights and share, collaborate with my colleagues, and we're able to work with those facts that we're able to gather to better take care of the public in our different locations.
Now, if I hear you correctly, before Lana come up, you said you were concerned about how to marry data with medicine. And all this data you are getting, what are the insight that is coming out of it? That was your curiosity before you go into first of all, you got a mentor, you got someone that can guide you through the process, and you're able to get someone that was able to get you to that point you want. And since then, you have been using data. Olana, the floor is for you now.
Okay, so I mean, having been into the medical field and now transitioned or you're merging it with tech, what are the challenges you face navigating in the data space? Having to, I know, well, you generate the data, you work with all of the, like say, all of the application, all of the tools, all the activities that you do to generate this data. But then you don't just want to generate this data and push it somewhere. You want to leverage that data to make your job better, to make it easier. So what are these challenges that you face navigating the data space?
Well,
and how were you able to scale through them?
Okay. Well, thank God for the my mentor and the group of colleagues I've been able to work with since I came across data analytics. They've been welcoming, they've been down to earth. The challenges, of course, a new terrain, new terminologies, and a lot of brick walls here and there. But because I was curious, because I was down to earth, I really want to know how these things have been generated. I never gave up. And once I go to my colleagues, we have a team, and Mr. Deji is our lead. Once I go to them, they are always willing to assist. So first thing was there were new terminologies I had to deal with, but as I speak now, they are no more new to me because of experience. So, and even colleagues, medical doctors, at least one or two of them, have gone through the training. And for them to go through, they really enjoyed the experience I portrayed to them. And they were also willing to come on board also. So I won't say it has been easy, but the impact, the integration. Some of my colleagues will say, "Are you quitting the medical line?" I say, "No, I'm just integrating technology into medicine, So, but the integration has been seamless and it has been very helpful. So you need an insight from the data. Quickly we get it without any long thing, without procedures or processes. Quickly, I can do it. Oh yeah, let's quickly use Power BI and generate our information. Okay, we now have informations to target our solution. So it has not been easy, but it's quite interesting. I find it very interesting so far.
All right, great. So everybody heard it from someone who has gone through the process, right? Basically, if you are facing challenges navigating a new space, one of the go-to things to do is find a mentor, someone who has been in that field, somebody who has walked the work, who is willing to hold your hand, pull you through. So we'll just go to the next guest. I'll feel to you, please.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, thank you, Olana, and I'll thank you, Doctor. So, Uche, over to you. Just want to ask you a question in regards to your experiences. So, thinking back to your experience with capacity, right? Building capacity activity, which have been the most interesting and why? And where is the challenge do you face? What sort of challenges do you face, and how do you navigate those spaces?
All right. Thank you very much. Firstly, before I proceed, I had to look up the word capacity building according to United Nations. Right. It's defined as the process of developing and strengthening skills, instincts, abilities, processes, and resources that organizations and communities and individuals need to survive, adapt, and thrive in a fast-changing world. So, coming down to this question, um, one of my most interesting capacity building activity was when I had a 5 day session with some leaders in the industry. We were talking about a lot of uncertainties around security. We're looking at a lot of things regarding compliance, best practices, and we were discussing a lot of operational issues. And I got to realize something that there is always room for everyone. If you hear, you're looking at, where do I start from? From the bottom to the top, there is a lot of room. Okay, one of the major challenges faced while navigating this space, okay, is this: there must be a desire. You must have that desire to want something, and you must be at the right place at the right time. I had a challenge where we had a session, and then we were discussing certain things on data, okay, or data architecture in general. And then we had people who came in from another background entirely, and they tried to, there was a bit of mix up here and there. And I would say, well, we just have to, understand why we were here, strike a balance, and then they saw, oh, we were in the wrong place at the wrong time. So information is very important, and desire, those two. When you mix it together, just like Doctor has said, get to the right person, get to the mentor, and you find out that you will grow really quickly. Information and desire. Okay, and how I was able to scale through many of this is, first for me, I put in a lot of effort into what I do, which helps me stand out a lot. And though it takes my time a lot, but I rather give all when given some. So for me, I put in my all, and when people come in and hoping to gain capacity, hoping to improve skill, I try to tie it to the times and seasons. So that's how I always been, and I try to make sure that whatever we are sharing, whatever the object of the capacity building we are discussing, I try to tie it to realities of life. So everyone is learning something, and they are looking at immediate places where they can fit in, immediate places where they can put this knowledge to work, immediate places where they can make a living. So capacity building becomes, an end-to-end thing. It's not just theory. It's theory coming with the opportunity and coming with the experience. Thank you.
That's wonderful. Yeah. So having being at the right place at the right time, and also having the desire, and you have to make sure you put into action. That's amazing. I believe in every aspect of life, not just IT. These are extremely important for us to succeed. So thank you very much for that. So I'll pass the next question to Deji. Nick, Deji, I think you're up.
Yeah, strategy. I think it's offline. Or is David available? If, okay, it's back. So the next question is actually going to Doctor, and I want Sadegi to also contribute to this, and every other person can also react to it. Now, uh, for you, was there any time that you aim at resolving X sector? X sector for Africa, especially in Nigeria, we have noticed that most time uh, do the skill set to be able to analyze data from your own perception, do you think it's there? And were you able to use what you have learned to resolve that problem? Two, what other areas in health sector you believe data analysis can be useful? So as you were talking, Sadeji can also react to that, and we can just hear from you.
All right, thank you very much. Let me start. I might not follow the questions sequentially, but
Okay.
I would answer them. So, first of all, I believe IT is or data analysis is applicable to all sectors of health. Now we talk about Internet of Things. There are medical devices that or implants we fix in the bodies of our patients. And they are technology devices. And with those implants in their bodies, their healthcare professional or their doctors are able to monitor the progress of that device as it pertains to their health. Monitor the progress of their health. I beg your pardon. Monitor the progress of their health as it pertains with the use of that device. In the occupational health sector, we're able to gather data based on private people working in an organization, which disease is common in our staffs that we have, recorded. And based on the insights generated from that data, we're able to target tailored solutions, provide tailored solutions based on the insights gathered in that organization. It might be different from another organization. The diseases, they are battling with in the oil and gas sector might be different from the one that the mining sector is dealing with. But however, with the ability to gather data, they are able to know what exactly each organization is dealing with as in respect to their health, and are able to provide targeted solutions. That's why I said it's technology. The use of technology or data analytics is, it cuts across all sectors in the health system. Even in our outpatient clinic, we know what illness people are coming frequently for. So what are the preventive measures? From the data, we can get inside what are the preventive measures we can do to prevent people from coming down from this particular illness, since it's taking the bulk of cases we are seeing in the outpatient department. So the use of technology, the use of data analytics is applicable in all sectors of the health system. And let me narrow it down to one specialty, the public health. So during the COVID-19, well, we're no more in the COVID-19 era anyway. No, it's trickling down. So during that time, the heat of it, we're able to gather data from cases we were seeing in the public health centers in my location at that time. So from the data, I was able to know the attitude of people towards COVID-19 pandemic, their perception, and the knowledge base of people during that time. So with that data, we're able to generate insight. Some people think there is nothing like that. Okay, maybe like 50% of them in that locality think there's nothing like COVID-19. Like 30% think, no, it's not for them, and maybe like 10% think, oh, if they can take garlic, if they can take ginger, they will be immune.
I remember it was widespread that taking
a lot of perceptions.
I took ginger as well around that time.
So with that insight, we're able to tailor our health promotion and health preventive measures aright, so that we can tackle, 50% says there's nothing like that. We'll know what to tell them. 30% says, oh, it's not for them. Okay. 10% says, as long as they can use ginger and garlic, we know how to tailor, attend to every case based on the insight we're able to gather from our data in the public health area.
Yeah, I got a follow-up question in regards to that. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm just considering. So after gathering all the data, right? You mentioned that you analyzing the data help you to now come out with, let's say, prevention measures or information you can share with, let's say, the community. So with the vehicle of, let's say, the prevention measures, or let's say information sharing, to ensure that whatever we've collected from the data, we can use it to ensure that the public are well informed of taking the best practice. How is that vehicle? Is that vehicle is efficient enough to ensure that even though we've used computer to gather the data, are we able to distribute the information to the public in the right way?
Yes, we were able to do that. We were able to do that by different means of communication. Of course, the whole community won't address the route of communication might be different in the sense that some might not be speaking English based on the community. We know that, okay, this kind of people, we have indigent, probably health workers that we just tried to provide solutions and share information based on the community. You know, that community, we've been there for a while. So we have an idea of who, when, how to reach out to them. So there are some, well, it's a riverine area, and there are locations so close to there are fishermen living close to the sea, and there were people like staying in the city. Of course, the way a manner would reach out to the riverine area is different from how we are going to reach out to the people in the town, so to speak. So we're able to reach everyone based on what we know about each community.
Oh, okay.
We're able to reach everyone based on our, background information on each community.
All right. I think there's a follow-up question in regards to, let's say, the community. David is want to ask a question that what method were used in collecting the data? You mentioned community. So with those separate communities, are they connected some way that each data collected? I mean, we need to know the method, and also when the data are connected, how are they pulled into a centralized, let's say, database where it be used by every, let's say, doctor in the country, for example?
Yes, in that community, from the community level to the state level, So the way we collected the data, we got to the clinics in that area, the public health centers, the private hospitals. Those ones, they were technology inclined, so we're able to, when they come to the clinic like that, they ask them. But those that are able to read and write, we're able to give them questionnaires to fill, and somebody imputing it in the data in the database. But those, very few of them were able to do that online. We would have shared something like Google Form, but very few of them. So as they come to the clinic, the doctors, healthcare workers, nurses, they were able to ask them verbally. And, have a database. And that's trickled to the higher level, the tertiary level of the system, the state level. And I'm probably, of course, sure, it will get to the tertiary, which is the overall head, so that they can gather the data together and probably get insights for the general Nigerian collective and health database.
Wow, that's amazing. So that means we are now moving away from collecting data on papers to digitizing all the data.
As much as possible.
That's amazing. Because even here in the past, putting data on paper, I mean, those data can be subject to, if there's any local issues like fire or flood, or people can steal the data. So now pushing the data in the cloud is even much secure in that way as well.
Exactly. Yeah, right.
So
thank you.
In few minutes, can you also react to that before Lana come up with Uche? Sadiq,
All right,
can
thank you,
you
Shay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Shay. Just to
Uche,
support
please, I think you have something to say.
all right, just to support what Dr. said, I've been involved in different rural projects across certain parts of West Africa, and data collection appears to be a challenge in certain regions. So there are different ways or different depending on the environment. For well-cultured, slightly more civilized, we use digital formats to get our data. And then you go to certain rural areas where the people aren't sure of their age, all right, and data collection is really, really poor, especially when they are the ones filling in themselves. And then it's so important at this point that we have to go extra mile to even speak with town heads, like local tribal chiefs, just to be able to get to know age groups. So we're now dealing with kind of a certain range of ages. Okay, and we found that certain regions we really had very young people who were already parents. So data, the data collection point for many African communities, okay, is yet to meet the global standard. And this is a major challenge because of one of the rural work we did. We were doing some survey for HIV, and we were dealing with very rural areas. It's a project of the Nigerian Medical Research, NIMA at Yaba, and then the data gathering was quite challenging. But at some point, we had to now start working with estimates and roundups. Certain people were providing, for example, when you're gathering data, there are different data types. You have integers, you have alphanumerics, you have date and time, and you have all kinds. So there was a lot of mix. So at the bottom line, we had to spend more time to do data cleansing, just to ensure that we could capture the best necessary information that could depict the environment. So for malaria projects, they're also very sensitive too, because you find out that kids who tell you they're 10 may not be 10, but they look like a 10-year-old child. So stuff like that. Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Uche. Thank you, Doctor. So sincerely, I appreciate your input, contribution to the society, and how much you've been able to put data collection together, converting that into information and insight. This is awesome, because I was actually in a rural gathering a time, and they were doing data collection. They asked a man, "What is your blood group?" The man said, "Red blood cell." So I felt this is so. When you tell me you are trying to gather data, I'm trying to imagine what you guys have passed through. But sincerely, you are doing a great job. Thank you very much. Let's move on to the next question.
Okay. Just like Sir Deji said, you ask some people, and what is your red? They say red. And the truth is that data collection has been an issue for Africa. And I hope that with you guys, you can find a way of solving it with all your multi-cloud and understanding about data input. So I will go to Olana. Olana.
All right, okay, here I am. I'm muted. So our next question is for Uche. So Uche, I know you're doing a lot of capacity building activities, right? So now we have Doctor who has built capacity in tech, in data analysis, and I know this is something that you do in build capacity amongst young adults in the society, right? So are there like some unsuccessful activities with capacity building which you have been involved in? And in those times, what in your opinion, what went wrong with those activities, and what can we do to make it right, basically, or to get it right?
Yes. Of course, yes. There have been several unsuccessful capacity building. Like I said earlier, desire is one very key thing before you can have a successful capacity building. We've had sessions where the attendees thought we were going to teach them how to make money. So it's all about data. They came and they were waiting and waiting. Hey, and I asked ourselves, say, okay, so we need analytics skill. Can we predict who will win between Man U and Chelsea? And everybody said, yes. And it took the breath out of me, I paused. I'm like, okay, yes, it's analytics, yes, but it's not for matches. and stuff like that. So yes, you have people coming, many young ones coming up with wanting to get rich quick schemes, and they take these capacity building events. They just do one training, boom, and they get the next big job, boom, and they get the next. And they realize that there are steps, precept upon precepts, line upon line, and then they
Yeah.
realize that, and then while you're still talking, it's like, yeah. So that's one of the major challenges. Yeah.
Okay, so what are we doing to make sure we get it right with this capacity building activities? What are we even with those who came into, who would come in and assume that it's a money making scheme or they can predict match it? What are we doing to manage those people, those expectations?
The truth is, when you reach out, when you have people coming to events, we tend to also reach them again before the event. Okay, we tend to clarify the objective of the event, and we have two kinds of forms. We have some that we do some random picks and try to talk with them and get to know what are the expectations. Okay, that helps to guide us when we understand their own expectations before coming to the session, and then okay, we're able to tweak here and there and make plans for sometimes these upcoming challenges. So expectations from the attendees for the capacity building is very, very key. In as much as we organizers have our own expectations, we need to also understand, hey, what are these people looking for?
Very interesting.
Thank you so much. Yeah, interesting, quite interesting.
So, is our Kofi there? Do you have any question for Uche? Because I know you are more interested in Africa. That's why you're in London. What Uche said and what we are looking at, you guys based in London, you and Sir David, and you always watch Man U, United, and the rest. And I'm teaching somebody in class, and he's telling me, how can I predict who is going to win so that I can either go to NAIJA-Bet and quickly bet and make money? Sir Kofi is there. Sir Kofi, that question, before you bring the next question to Doctor, so I want you to react to that. Oh, he's not. I think Sir Kofi is there. Okay. Oh, he's here.
Yeah. So in regards to the question, so can you ask the question again? Because I was actually looking at something else.
Sir Kofi, now, Uche has been looking at, we have seen capacity building. He's a specialist in IT, and he has been across several sectors to tell them what they can use IT for, just like Doctor is applying what he has learned, not just about medicine, but IT. That means career path. Even though you are in insurance, you are in medical field, you are in pharmacy, you can use IT to onboard your certain strategic design. Now, Uche said he's in a class to build the capacity of people. And they are saying, you guys are in London, and he's saying, how can I predict who is going to win between Man U and Arsenal? Just, if you are teaching me data analysis, just show me the trick so that I can easily go. We have several NAIJA-Bet, Bet Naija, and they want to quickly make money. How do I make money from that? So what do you feel before you ask Doctor your question?
Well, so, data analysis on itself, right? Collecting the data, understanding exactly what is going on in specific areas can give you a clear insight of things that probably without that data, it wouldn't be, very clear. So the way you can literally make money from it is on ensuring that the application of those data, wherever you get from it, especially as a medical doctor, the information you get from it, one key area probably is to share the data with your peers, so that your peers will understand what you've identified from probably specific area of your, let's say, research or a specific community. What is there? So from that, people can also take advantage of that. They can see that, okay, this seems to be a place that we can probably, let's say, start to deploy certain resources. So deploying those resources will in some way can generate revenue. So the way I think people can actually make money in such processes is by understanding the data first of all, and seeing the value they can actually provide to the community. And through providing those values, it will tend to revenue. That's what I think. Yeah.
Okay, so the floor is yours for Doctor. The next question.
Yeah, absolutely. So with Doctor, based on our discussion, I can see with the data you are really into it a lot. And I just want to ask one question. So what in terms of data, what excites you? What's the most exciting part of the data when you're interacting with it?
All right. The most exciting part of the data is the ability to generate insight.
Hmm.
Give me the problems.
Hmm.
And with the problems, solutions are just here. That's the exciting part. Give me the problems. I can see it
Yeah.
for myself. I'm not, I'm not predicting it now. It's
Yeah.
evidence, it's diagnostic, it's diagnosing the data, just the tables.
Diagnostic analytics, where we
Exactly.
see insight into what is happening.
It's diagnosing the problem for me. And with that, solution is here. I have my solutions and I share it with others. And they are happy with the fact that they're able to see the problem.
So from that data, which do you share all the insight with your patient, or you are quite selective in what you share with them? For example, they might want to make a decision based on maybe they have multiple choices based on whatever illness they are facing. How do you share those insights with the patient and to make those decisions?
Yes, it's important that we share the insights with them so that they can make informed decisions with the patients. Is important. So, the solutions, they vary in terms of, it might be time consuming, might be expensive, it might not be convenient, it might be convenient. So it's good, it's best we share the insights with them so they can pick the ones they can afford or it's convenient for them. Whichever way it suits them, they have the ability to choose. That's informed decision making. So it's
Thank you
good.
very much.
I share that with them.
That's a very good one, Doctor. And now that's the way where we see democratizing IT-related medical practices, where we ensure that people are informed. Because one thing that kills people is when, like for example, if we are not informed that COVID-19 cannot be cured, although some people believe that was cured by taking ginger. I know I took orange. I know I was taking orange. I was taking orange and Tom Tom every time. But there was a lot of buzz around this COVID-19 and every information coming. But with this kind of your system, it makes medical practice very objective. And with IT, they can easily point at where we can go to and how we can solve it. Now, I saw some statistics that was done by Bill Gates, and I read it online on LinkedIn that mosquito attract more to sugar. That I don't know whether you guys have read it. I know they have done a lot of analysis and the rest, collect data.
Yes, very correct, sir.
They came up with that, and I I really wonder how that will play out in the future. But that's just my own thoughts. So we're going for a break now, and that break will take us to some guys we met in Abuja. Uh, they are young guys, and Sadeji will give us an intro to them, and we bring them on stage to tell their own story. And since Doctor and Uche is around, you can also add to their comments and also help them in terms of commenting on how they can journey afterwards. So before then, we like to try to take a short break and listen to one of our sponsors. And
Digitization simplifies the way we collect data, Organizations collect data from multiple touchpoints to enable them to make effective, profitable, data-driven decisions. Yet, a lot of data just sits there. Why? Well, organizations operate two systems: operational or transaction systems and analytic systems. Operational systems are data repositories where you execute business processes. Analytic systems are where you make sense of your data and evaluate business processes. Analysts spend 80% of their time cleaning and preparing data to update routine reports, and only 20% of their time truly brainstorming on the numbers and extracting insight from that data. The result? Less time to ask the right questions about their data, and less time to pull variable insights that can improve your bottom line. At D. Brown Consulting, we have a better approach. We empower you to extract insights from your data at the speed of thought. We employ a curated methodology that simplifies the analytic build process to eliminate technical friction, making it easier for everyone in your organization to get the exact data they need securely. The best part? All of this can be done without relying on overburdened IT teams. D. Brown Consulting offers consultancy services in building, reporting, and analytics systems. As Microsoft Gold partners, we offer business process automation solutions with no-code and low-code applications, chatbots, and robotic process automation engines, and financial modeling services. We visualize our reports, dashboards, and analytics using the principles defined by the International Business Communication Standards, IBCS. The use of standardized notation eliminates ambiguity and ensures consistency in the design of your visualizations for more effective data storytelling. Are you looking to achieve more with your data? Contact us today. Visit dbrownconsulting.net.
Welcome back. That's just a short break to listen to our partner. So we are moving ahead to the innovation corner, and the innovation corner actually span across people that are in the grassroots and actually doing great things across each of their environment in order to impact and change the life of people. And we met some people in Abuja, and I know I'll be bringing Deji on stage to introduce these guys who are there. What is your experience about Abuja and the young generation, and what do you think is the catch here before we introduce the guys to the audience? Deji.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sheyi. I hope you can hear me.
Yes.
Yes, so the experience in Abuja is actually a wonderful experience. It was awesome. So that's the second version of what we did in Jos last year. And during our training in Abuja, we met a lot of young sharp. There is this young lady of about 11 years old. Yara seen me come and see the way she was blasting data analytics anyhow. There's another young lady that partnered with her, 8 years old. And there is another set of guys. If you see what they came up with, a lot of graphics, image, cartoon-like image. I said, wow. Blending power app and all those stuff together. I said, God, these guys, they are amazing. So I would like to introduce to you one of them. His name is Tega. I don't know if Tega is on call. Okay. So we have, yes. So this is Tega. So these are guys that are doing lot and lot of things. We call them the moon runners. When they were doing their demo, in fact, after the 2-3 days training, we asked them, come up with something. They came up doing demo. I saw demo, live demo. I opened my mouth. My jaw was actually falling out. So I'm happy to have Tega on call. I'm happy.
Thank you very much.
Apart from Tega, I know we have Yamaro. Am I right? Yamaro. Am I right? Okay, thank you very much. So you're powerfully welcome. So moon runners, let's have you.
Okay, thank you, Deji. One thing that, thank you, Deji, for the
that's
intro.
Maswell, right?
Yes, that's Maswell.
Okay,
And there's
Maswell,
also
how are you?
there's also
Where's
Sarah.
Maswell? I thought I saw you just now.
There is Sarah, there is Marshall, and there is Tega on stage right now. Now, just to collaborate what they just said about these guys. Now, and if you can see the picture I'm displaying on the slide now, these are things they came up with during the event. Now, the question now I ask myself, what are the notion? Because the creepy notion behind all these are design, because it's creepy to me. Someone just coming up with something inspired them, and they were able to put it on what Microsoft brought out as Power Page. If I that you can correct me, and they were using Power Page to create a site with all this artistic innovation, and their concept is to ensure that I know they are going to tell their story when we get to them. Let me start with one of them. I think Maxwell, if you are there, what is the concept with the Moon Runner? If Maxwell is there, you're on stage. Is Maxwell here? I think he's the one with this cartoon.
Hello, Maxwell, are you there? Yeah, he actually did this presentation that day, and
yeah,
before this presentation, he did something on Power Map. He now went into Power, what's it called? He went into Power Pages, building up a website, coming up with all these concepts, trying to showcase what they've done. So I think, Maswell, if you are there, please, can you just give us a background into this concept? Okay.
Wow.
Maswell, something is wrong.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I think Tega is there. Sarah is also. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm happy we
if
have.
Tega can just give us an intro to or Sarah into what's the Moon Runner. What's your concept? I know Sarah she's an artist, aspiring artist or now an artist. You can just tell us what creative artists want to do with IT and building capacity around it. Any of you can just take the stage.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening, Tega.
Okay, so Moon Runners the idea was brought by Matt. And he told
me about it. He said, you're welcome.
Thank you.
So go ahead.
Moon Runners idea was brought up by Matt. And then when he told me, I was like, okay, let's see what I can do with this. And then he explained why he was building it. So it's basically a place where people can meet artists, designers, gamers, programmers, software developers together. So like sometimes, but you don't have characters to use. You go to our website, you go to the site for people who can help you, people who think the same way, people who have the things you need. And then it encourages networking and business amongst designers, artists, and gamers. Sarah, is there anything you'd like?
Maybe they're having technical issue. Sarah too, audio is not on. I don't know whether Maxwell is back, but from what Tega said is real an order here where we come with creative art, because there should be a place where we have.
Most likely, that's actually a nice concept.
Yeah. Yeah, where we have people with art that can create art, we create a platform like using IT as a base to create a platform where they can interact. They create, for example, I want to create a cartoon or I want to create a game. And in creation of my game, I don't even have someone that can help me look at all the characters they are showing us here. I don't know. I have the impression, I have the design, I have the dream, but you need a platform by which you can connect those design into artistic images. So what Tega is saying that they have the platform, they are trying to innovate that area and ensure that, like, you go to a stock market and you want to buy stock, there is insurance, there is you have several stock markets, and eventually you now begin to what? To use the environment where it's presented to ensure that all these are connecting together. That is what I think I can hear for Tega. Or what did you? What do you? I don't know why Sarah is not. Is Sarah back on, or is it Maxwell? Sarah, are you on? Please, if you have any questions for Tega. Yeah.
So, in addition to what Sheye just mentioned, what they are trying to do is to create a platform where we can marry together the graphic designers, the character creators. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear me, Sheye?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, I guess something is wrong with my mic.
It's not you. I think it's from another. It's from Sarah. You can go ahead.
Okay. So what I was saying is that we are trying to create a platform where the software designer, the graphic guys, the character creators, maybe the sound artists, all of them can come together and come up with nice solution, either for game, for cartoon, and for so many other things. Now, such platform, we are really lacking such in this country. So what we're trying to do is, they are trying to come up with this platform, and apart from buying character, getting the character from the platform, they can also do one thing: connect the game developers to the character creator, connect them with someone that's going to come up with nice concept for background music or sound. And this is a platform that marries together all those people. And this is a nice idea. But one thing that makes me about this guy, they are young, in their teens. These are teens coming. But these are not talking about watching now. They are trying to create. So sincerely, I give it to them. I wish we can actually hear from others, but that's a wonderful thing. I know Sarah is here. Tega, thank you for really giving us the heads up concerning it.
Yeah,
so
no problem.
Over to you.
Yeah, I think Maxwell is available now. I can say Maxwell. Now, looking at the concept generally, marrying your understanding about this innovation and bringing it into reality. Now, did you mention that you guys are teenagers? And for me, when I was a teenager, all I want to do is to go, I think then is school, become a medical doctor like Dr. Oyebola, and get some degree. And you guys are not just looking at that, you are actually projecting using technology to create an environment to empower the locality. So for you, how do you marry the dream as an artist and also using technology to blend it? Mazo, can you talk where you are? I know you are on, but we can't hear you. We can see your face, but we can't hear you. We know you are talking, but we can still not hear you.
Can you unmute? I hope it's not.
I know it's talking, but we can't hear him. Try to check your mic whether it's on. We still having challenge hearing.
Yeah, still have some issues.
Yes. So, but Tega, can you just say into that in your own way? I know Maxwell is more a graphic artist, a creative artist, and is trying to bring all you.
I guess the network is really messing up.
Really, yeah. Tega, if your network is good, what do you see is blending your dreams with technology and creative art?
Okay, sir. Imagine a world where you, as a graphic artist, didn't have to go for so many jobs and inside and explain to the interviewer why they need you on their side.
Okay.
Can achieve that.
I think.
In addition to that, how do you manage your education? I know you are still
another question. Yeah.
Yes, I am still in school, and the internet has helped me a lot. Like sometimes I may understand what was taught in class. I go to YouTube. Okay, let me read this, physics, that. So technology has really helped me to go forward and to advance in my education.
So, and your parents allow you to have now combining your education. I wish Matt can also talk here, or Sarah, combining your education and what you do now, which is your passion. How do you? What's your take? What's your parent take? Were they supportive? Were they helping you out? And how do you go about it? Because you guys are young, and I met you, Tega. I met Maxwell, and I was impressed when you were doing your presentation about using the web page, Power Web Page, the new solution that Microsoft introduced in Power Platform, and you are using it to embody this your creation about all these artists, art design, and the rest. Now the question now is, how do you marry it? Were your parents, do they support you, or how do you go about it?
Okay, yeah, my parents have been very, very supportive. I remember once my dad told us, "You guys have no excuse. In our days, we didn't have access to internet, so if we didn't understand something, we didn't understand it. You guys have access to the internet, so if you don't understand something, you can look it up, check for solutions, find out how to answer the questions, search for more problems, and solve it." My parents have been very supportive, and they have realized that the world is going tech, so there's no reason we should be left behind.
Yeah. And that's so amazing.
Please, Olana, everybody react to this reaction. He said the parent, Dr. To you can, if Uche is there, you can also react. He's saying the parent supports them because they have realized that the next wave of change that is coming in the world is coming through IT and technology. So what do you react to that? What he just said?
Well, one thing I would just quickly say here is this. They have parents that understand the trend and what is happening. Some parents will tell you, go to your books, pick those books, read it. Even if you are not reading, just hold the book. That's all what they want to see. They don't care of any other thing you are doing is secondary. That book is primary. Stay there, read it. Even if you are tired, still hold the book. But I love a scenario where the parents, look at what Tega just said, the father encouraged them and even told them, you don't have excuse. So that means if this platform did not come up in the next 2 years, their father should bring them and start to cane them. That you guys do something and come up with solution. I love that. That's a good one.
Yeah. I also like their mindset. One of the things that really stand out of what Tiga said is that they are already collaborating with people.
Exactly.
And aside from that, they he also mentioned that, imagine a world where you want to go for apply for a job. They are already building their portfolio, right? So easy for them to display what they can actually do. It's already online. They are taking advantage of the current trend of going online. When I was at their age, I was playing games. But right now, they are consuming knowledge and then applying those knowledge, right? Just think about it. In the future, when they grow up, they are going to be much better, because each time you keep applying a specific skill, you are going to build upon it, right?
Hmm.
So you're going to be in a position where you become an innovator. You will also start to be at the pinnacle of even building upon the platform you're already using. So I'm really happy that they have taken this on, and with the supportive parents, it's amazing. I mean, nowadays you cannot just say, okay, I have to go with the traditional route of just studying, right? You can make profession out of anything, and imagine if you're already dealing with Power BI, you know the concept of Power BI, right? Sometimes that's all is needed in certain field. All they just want you to do is to use Power BI to generate and also generate, let's say, or analyze the data. So it's really good. I do appreciate that they have taken this taking advantage of the tools that they have been exposed to.
I also want to add that I quite appreciate the team, grassroots team, for identifying this set of teenagers. It's quite impressive. And going forward, it will be very nice we carry them alongside, because as we carry them alongside, it will encourage them to do more. We create platforms for them, just like the last event they had in Abuja. That's very, very good. So going forward, we have identified them now. Don't just leave them there. Probably if there's another event, invite them to come and showcase what more. It will always strike something in them to want to do more, bring new things on board, as we showcase them in various Microsoft events. In fact, even their colleagues will be impressed and they want to join. They will all think outside of the box on what they can also do in applying technology to better the loss of the world, not only Nigeria.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's great. That's great. Um, we are running out of time. We have so many. Sorry, we have challenged with our moon runners to get their details out and their dreams. But actually, from what we all have learned with short meeting we have with them, is that we should keep on this race. And if you are out there, you're a youngster, and you want to also start doing something. Now, these are people that are creating design using their creative drawing skills. I know Sarah is an artist, Maxwell is an artist, and I know Tega is a combination of technology, and I think the last person is Indubisi. I think I think he's Indubisi. He is also yeah, Gerard. Gerard Ogbonaya is also into computer programming at this age. And that tells us here that there is no limitation. Age is not limitation now with technology innovation and things that happen around the world. And just as Doctor said, we'll keep tap on you guys and we'll keep bringing you on. I think when your website is ready, I know you are still undergoing some design. When it is ready, we'd like you to give us showcase you one of our events and to make things at least to bring you as a speaker and you talk to everyone on that. Sakofi, I know we're already out of time, and the next is to showcase our mentors. Now, what we do every time is to make sure that we run all the mentors. Mentors are people that have spoken at events across the years and how they have actually impacted. Now, we also have this innovation we are looking at, that is giving back to the society, that is Grassroot Computer Initiative. And this, we could not have it this year because of the dynamics of our sponsors. Now we have a young cybersecurity expert innovation, where we are going to give out one of the sponsor, Parolato, through one of our partner, has actually donated 3 computers already for people in the category of Maxwell, I think from 11 to 13 years, I guess, not more than that. I don't know, there are 3 giveaway laptops, and there's going to be a presentation or a demo or a practical question to analyze and to get the winners out. We are going to, it's targeted to secondary school students. Registration is limited to 100, and it's going to be like an hybrid, where we're going to have a follow-up with mentorship program by the Innovation Grassroots team. To ensure that so I think with that we are going to close the curtain for this week, and hopefully we are going to see ourselves next week. And I know that you have some other coming up. I think we are bringing those that presented the dashboard, and we're speaking like MDs, 11-year-old girls speaking like MDs. So and to cut it, yeah, for the innovation, giving back computers to the society, we're actually looking at 5 laptops now, and it's going to happen next year, not this year again. And we keep giving information as the progress of the activity comes. So we're going to showcase all our mentor in next few. Then we'll cut the curtain because we already are out of time and we are already closing. So Sir Kofi, can we run slides on our mentors? this is where we are going to close the curtain for this week. And we say thank you to Doctor, thank you to Uche, thank you to Tega. Tega, you said you wanted to quickly say something to Microsoft or to people around here. Can you quickly say it in the next few seconds? Okay, I think he's still having issue with that. And okay, go ahead, Tega. Yeah.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to Microsoft, for my lab, and everyone who made this possible. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Tega. And hopefully, as we said, we are going to we are going to work closely with you so that that solution you have, you bring it on board, and we can all see it and know that it comes to that vision of yours come to reality by His grace. So we want to say thank you and see you next month. Bye bye, everyone.